Welcome to the show, Our Democracy, the CJR Show. In this show, we will discuss questions of democracy, governance, elections, and other topical issues in Guyana and occurrences in countries around the world. We hope the show will be of interest to everyone. So let's begin the show. Good day. Welcome to another in the series, Our Democracy, the CJR Show. Today is Saturday, July 12, 2025. For today's show, I will discuss with you two topics. First, an elections issue, and secondly, CARICOM heads condemn the Gaza catastrophe. Let's deal with the first issue. There's a commissioner at the Guyana Elections Commission who claims that thousands of Guyanese who died overseas should be deleted from the voters list. But the commissioner does not say how legally nor practically, though he cries foul, this should be done. The commissioner claims that everyone has agreed that the incarcerated are entitled to vote. That means prisoners are entitled to vote. Who are the everyone? He does not say. Surely he could not be referring to the 7-member commission, save and except the 3 opposition commissioners. The commissioner claims that GCOM's state of preparedness should not be limited to the execution of its work plan, because in his view, that does not address what he described as critical issues, some of which he claims are, quote, prerequisites for free and fair, transparent elections in Guyana's prevailing circumstances. Let me point out that if the implementation of GCOM's work plan is not the overriding factor to guide GCOM at this point in time towards the successful realization of free and fair elections, then what is? Surely it couldn't be Mr. Alexander's partisan worrying over those issues that he considers to be critical to the holding of free and fair elections. The commissioner went on to boast, quote, unlike me, he, meaning Rohi, does not enjoy the freedom of being objective about things GCOM, end of quote. Let me say that his is a mere judgment call about myself. Alexander should bear in mind the Socratic advice, quote, strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people, end of quote. Let me make it easy for the commissioner. Let me make it clear in this way. He could describe me however he wants or put me wherever he wishes. As, for example, a contaminator of public information and things GCOM, or my propensity for disinformation, that I act and write unashamedly, I'm being propagandistic, or that I'm a denier. These are all labels that serve to satisfy a political end. Furthermore, as I've said before, GCOM is a battlefield, not where I see glory, but where I faithfully fulfill my oath. Let's now move to the statement from CARICOM heads of government on the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza. The heads of government who met in Jamaica issued a statement on July 11, 2025. That statement, They declared that they are profoundly distressed by the escalating and appalling situation in Gaza, now an unprecedented humanitarian catastrophe. They went on to express grave concern over the immense, unabated suffering and tragic loss of civilian lives, particularly women and children. CARICOM heads reminded about their consistent calls for immediate, conditional, sustained ceasefire and unimpeded humanitarian access. They said that the urgent calls have largely gone unheeded, leading to a crisis of unparalleled proportion. Relentless military operations, including indiscriminate bombardment and direct attacks on aid-seeking civilians, flagrantly violate international humanitarian law. The heads went on to say that they are appalled by UN and humanitarian reports depicting widespread hunger, disease, and displacement deliberately exacerbated by deprivation of basic necessities such as food, water, medicine. Critical fuel shortages further threaten halt all saving services. Weaponization of essential resources is morally repugnant, intolerable, and unconscionable. It went on to unequivocally condemn all violence against civilians, including the abhorrent 7th October 2023 attack and hostage taking. They equally condemned the disproportionate military response, actions contravening international law, and systematic undermining peace by illegal settlement expansion. Unacceptable dismantling of humanitarian mechanisms, replacing UN-led coordination, military control, demonstrably leads to further civilian casualties. The CARICOM leaders reaffirmed unwavering commitment to a two-state solution, the only viable path to comprehensive, just, and lasting peace between Israelis and Palestinians, consistent with UN Security Council resolutions and international law. The heads went on to lament the belligerent continued disregard of these resolutions, urging the international community to redouble the effort for strict adherence and enforcement. Heads of government urgently demanded an immediate ceasefire, declaring there must be full, safe, unimpeded humanitarian access throughout Gaza, ensuring vital aid, including fuel, medical supplies, food, and water, reaches all in need without delay. They further called for an immediate and unconditional release of all hostages and detainees. They demanded an end to forced displacement of Palestinians, protection of civilians in accordance with international humanitarian. This, they said, is imperative. There is accountability for all violations of international law with perpetrators brought to justice. Heads of government reiterated their solidarity with all victims, urged maximum diplomatic efforts for a durable solution to the legitimate security and humanitarian concerns of all parties. Heads declared that the international community cannot stand by idly while this catastrophe deepens. Heads went on to say, stand ready to support all constructive initiatives for lasting peace that meets the legitimate aspirations for security, dignity, and stability of all Israelis, Palestinians, and peoples in the wider Middle East. This statement was agreed 8th of July 2025, Montego Bay, Jamaica, by the heads of government of CARICOM. This has brought me to the end of today's show. Please be advised that I will return to do my podcast every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Podcast will continue as usual on Saturday. Forward to meeting with you once again on Wednesday, July 16, 2025, 5 p.m. Please do not forget to press the like and share button and subscribe to the CJR Show. I welcome and encourage you to share your views with me on the topics I discussed today or on any other topic you may have in mind. Goodbye.